So also I would like to thank you, Dr. Harpal, for working every day in the hospitals in such conditions. So my next question to you is, what will be the future conditions of doctors if such terminal illness causing viruses keep attacking us? And if we have to, how do we live with it?
So good question. Just something, I actually downloaded the Dawning and Dauphin sequence that is approved by my institution, Dayanand Medical College and Hospital, and I was lucky enough to have a copy of it. So if you really feel it will be helpful, I can share my screen and show it to you, all of you. You can take a screenshot of it, or those of you who work in DMC can either, you know, come and have it. It's available. Or if you want, I can WhatsApp you so that you can circulate it amongst your colleagues. Second, just to re-emphasize what Dr. Kawaljit said, you know, if you are working in the flu ward or looking after general OPD patients where some of them might be infected or carriers, you have to have a N95 mask. You have to have a face shield. It's not what is mandatory or what is not. It is matter of protection. And I feel prevention is better than cure. And we all know from our TSM and from other slogans, it's better to have it, to protect ourselves than to repent later. It is, see, the point is, I'll tell you, it is not just a doctor whose life is at stake. A doctor has a family. You go back, you are a youngster. You go back home as a carrier of COVID or suffering from COVID. Your parents, your grandparents at home are not youngsters. They might be having illnesses which are comorbid, and you will put their life also at stake. Second, Dr. Kavalji, just to re-emphasize the point that you made, there's no comparison of a doctor with the army man. Army man goes to fight when provoked and goes fully prepared into the war, doesn't go unprepared. Our government of India spends close to 1.5 crores on a graduate from AIIMS and about 40 to 50 lakhs on a graduate from any other medical college which is state run. The private colleges are charging fee. They are not charging extra if they are charging within this limit. You got to understand that, right? If government spends so much money on a young person to train them to serve for next 40 years, we don't want to lose a single life. मेरे को बॉर्डर का डायलॉग याद आता है, लड़ाई मर के नहीं जीती जाती, लड़ाई मार के जीती जाती है. So you should have this positive. We have to protect ourselves. We will protect ourselves, and we will overpower Corona. Going forward, this should be your motto. That is what I was coming to. You have to protect yourself, save yourself, and fight and serve the humanity. ये नहीं कि बिना prepared हमने serve करना है. No, that's not the motto. कि मेरे को जो मर्जी हो जाए मैं patient देखूंगा. No, you have to protect yourself. So going forward, that is what is going to be the mantra of working in a hospital. This is something which is going to be here, which is going to stay. Mask is going to be a routine life. Be prepared for it. You'll have to follow proper hand hygiene. You'll have to follow social distancing and proper screens and everything. Life will go on. The routine surgeries, elective surgeries will start with proper protection and patient counseling and patient screening. Like first government, see, everybody is evolving. Even the government wasn't clear in the beginning because nobody had faced this situation before. Nobody in the government, nobody in the health sector had faced such a situation before. First, there was the COVID test is not mandatory. Then there were even orders, the hospitals which were doing it, strictures were passed against them. You cannot do it. Now there's a Government of India guideline, do a COVID test before you operate on a patient. And I know some hospitals are even doing 2 tests 3 days apart before they take up elective surgery. So things will evolve. As such, situation is not clear as of now what is going to be our future. The things that are clear are, we have to wear mask, we have to follow hygiene, we have to follow protection, we have to follow social distancing and proper screening of the patients. जैसे अब आपने हॉस्पिटल्स में देख लिया कि देयर आर फ्लू कॉर्नर्स, the patients are being screened for the temperature, patients are being, the history is being taken about uh, symptoms of flu. So that will become the new normal in medical practice, and you will see more people coming only by appointment. Walk-in clinics will stop or will function less as what we have done now. Second thing that I want to request Government of India, and is going to be the next mainstay of medical practice, is telemedicine. There has to be proper ground rules with proper guidelines, and they have to pass legislation to make it legally valid, that all kind of medications can be prescribed by telemedicine, and what facilities, how it is to be done, what are going to be the logistics and everything, that the government has to decide, because these kind of policy decisions are only by the government.